And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back in to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me. We got another NBA Summer League game for tonight. Play-by-play live reactions on my channel here. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to show the screen of the game for you guys because that would result in a copyright violation. So what I do here is that I call play-by-play of basketball action on the channel. We got play-by-play here. Cleveland Cavs versus Memphis Grizzlies in Summer League action. As we got people in the chat already. What is up, guys? As we got Tim here back in the chat. Tim's new name, Cool Shadow Knight 23. Thanks so much, Tim, for joining me back here once again. And Chris Garcia. What is up, Chris? Thanks so much for joining me as well. So yeah, we got quite a crowd here even before this game tips off, so that is great. So, Cleveland going up against Memphis today. Unfortunately, the number 2 overall draft pick, Ja Morant, is being held out of the NBA Summer League here. As I was reading an article about Ja Morant today from Memphis, as I read the article that stated that Ja Morant sitting out of the Summer League just as basically a precaution. This is basically after he won minor knee surgery. He had the surgery last month, so Ja Morant has been participating in conditioning drills, but he'll be sitting out throughout the Summer League here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The other player that was drafted for the Memphis Grizzlies, actually, the player was drafted by Oklahoma City first. The Thunder got him, but then that pick was traded over to Memphis. He's not playing tonight either because that trade hasn't been finalized yet until I believe it's July 6th once he can play in the Summer League. That's Brandon Clark from Gonzaga. He was the number 21 pick for Oklahoma City, which that pick got traded over towards the Memphis Grizzlies. But on the other side, the Cleveland Cavaliers in this one, seeing some names that were picked in the draft. Dylan Windler, one of those players. And here is he's the number 26 overall draft pick from the Belmont Bruins. And we got a couple of other players on Cleveland. Darius Garland, though, same basic scenario as Ja Morant, as Darius Garland, the number 5 overall draft pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's being held out of the Summer League as well. He will not play in the Summer League either due to that torn meniscus injury, and he's trying to get back to rehabbing from that injury. That's why he only played 5 games in college at Vanderbilt, because he got injured during non-conference play last season in his freshman season. But Dylan Windler has played 2 games in the Summer League already for John Beilein's squad for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'll go over what's happened so far with both of these teams, as Cleveland lost both of their games so far in the Summer League. The first one was against San Antonio. They lost 97-89, but Dylan Windler led the way in scoring with 19 points in that game. In Game 2 last night, the game that I called play-by-play, they lost to Utah 86-71 as Naz Mitrou-Long led the way, 17 points on the board. Dylan Osakowski from the University of Texas at 14. And here we are, guys, already tipping off in this one. So, Memphis gets the tip-off as they have the white home jerseys for this one with the dark blue lettering. And Cleveland in their maroon jerseys once again with the yellow outline and dark black lettering. So Memphis with the ball dribbling left side baseline as they pass that one behind the arc right here to the left side with Ivan Rabb, who takes the 3, no good as it hits the rim short. Rebound by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the ball. They're going to take this one past the half-court logo here with Cleveland dribbling towards the right wing perimeter. They pass it off. Now at the right corner, back to the top of the key. They move it towards the left wing here. Cleveland bounce pass inside left baseline underneath the basket. Big block down low, but the refs are going to say that was a foul right there by Ivan Rabb of Memphis on the play with 9:19 left to go in the first. So foul underneath the basket by the Memphis Grizzlies. And 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here for Cleveland. So this game just starting off with this one. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me in here. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. So Ja'Cory Williams shooting here at the free throw line for the Cleveland Cavaliers to start this one off, as the first one goes down. The second one was a miss, though, so it's 1-0 so far in this game as the Memphis Grizzlies get the rebound. So Memphis with the ball, they pass it towards the top of the key. They make a move inside with John Konchar. He passes that one back towards the left wing here into the hands of Paris Lee. Paris Lee with the ball, passes it over to his teammate, flings it back outside a 3. Right wing, Konchar, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Osakowski of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Cavs have the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. passing it over towards the top of the key and now towards the left wing into the hands of Malik Newman. Newman passes that one back outside, and now they make a move inside with Williams. Williams flings it back outside, right corner three. Cleveland hits it, and they have a 4-zip lead so far in this one with a 3-point shot from the right corner of the perimeter by the Cavs. Memphis with the ball. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of Paris Lee. Lee played last season in Belgium with his last team, as he entered the draft in 2017, undrafted back in 2017. That's a 3 from the top of the key. That's off the mark, though, by Memphis. Gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball. They're going to take it past the timeline. They fling it back up on top. Top of the key 3. No good right there. Rattled out and rebounded by Ivan Arab of the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball. Paris Lee lobs it over the top. Jumper in the key, and Utah Watanabe hits that for 2, and we got ourselves a 4-2 game so far. So Utah Watanabe had a strong game yesterday for the Memphis Grizzlies. It was game 1 actually. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds in the first game that he played in. So really great game to start out, and looks like there was a whistle on the foul on the last play underneath the basket here. So 4-2 right now is the score. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Memphis with the ball in the inbound. They pass it over towards the right wing perimeter into the hands of Paris Lee. Lee at the right elbow. Bounce pass over towards his teammate now into the hands of Watanabe. Goes for the jumper at the right baseline. He hits it. We're tied up at 4. So Yuba right there with the right baseline. Jay knocks it down 4 even with 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. Cleveland with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. Dribbling toward the left side of the perimeter. They pass that one off. They have it at the free throw circle. Bounce pass underneath. Ja'Cory Williams passes that one back. Right corner 3. Cleveland off the mark. Hit the rim short. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball here. Paris Lee takes it past the timeline. He has it at the top of the key. Passes to his teammate. No good on the 3-point shot right there by Watanabe. And it gets rebounded here by the Cavs. Cleveland with the ball. Dribbling towards the right wing perimeter. They make a move inside. They try to pass it over to Windler, but the ball is stolen away. Here we go. 2-on-1 fast break transition. Pass over the top, and Watanabe slams it down right there for 2, and the Grizzlies have a 2-point lead. 6-4 right now is the score. 6:34 left to go in the first quarter here, as Memphis was down early 4-zip, but they've scored the last 6 points in this one. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Great game so far. From the start right there off the fast break transition, it was number 37, Paris Lee, who lobs it over the top right there to Utah Watanabe, who jams it down. So we're back to action here. The Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Windler. Windler tries to go inside, passes that one back outside to his teammate here. As the Cavaliers make a move into the lane. Oh, nice shifty move, finishing to the hole right there for 2. We're tied up at 6. So that shot goes down right there from the floor. I think that was Naz Mitru Long, the leading scorer in the last game for Cleveland. They got that one. Bad pass by Memphis. Stolen away. Here we go. Fast break by the Cavaliers. Finishing to the hole. No, but they get fouled. They'll shoot 2 at the line. So tied up at 6 right now. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line when we get back by Dylan Windler of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In a tie game at 6 with 5:54 left to go in the first. Give this the thumbs up if you guys really enjoyed this video. Also, hit that subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. I call play-by-play here of basketball action. The channel name is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and I do all types of play-by-play here on the channel. From college basketball, March Madness streams, to NBA regular season, to NBA playoffs. I streamed the NBA Finals last month, and I've tried out the Summer League. Last night was a really good turnout, so looking forward to do some more in the future. But right now, since we're on the commercial break, I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores. So we got Bernardo in the chat. What's up, Bernardo? I am actually watching this game. There's a website called ESPN3.com, and I'm getting the stream off of that right now. If you have an internet service provider, like I do, I have Comcast Xfinity as my provider. I'm able to stream the games off the internet for free, but it's called ESPN3.com. And under the Live Now tab, where it says the ESPN3, just click the game that it's showing, Cleveland against Memphis, and you should be able to watch it from there. Watch the exact same thing that I'm doing right now, but that's where I'm watching it from. Thanks so much for joining me right now. Right now we are on a commercial break with 5 minutes 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The game's tied up at 6. So let's see the leading scores right now. Malik Newman for the Cleveland Cavaliers leading the way with 3 points. He did really well in the last game as well. Last night I did play-by-play at Cleveland against Utah's. Malik Newman had 13 points chipping in the last game last night. 2 points so far by Naz Mitrou-Long. He was the leading scorer in yesterday's game as Naz Mitrou-Long finished with 17 against the Jazz last night. 1 point by Dylan Windler so far. He'll go to the free throw line right after this. And 1 point by Ja'Cory Williams as well. So that's the scoring right now going on for the Cleveland Cavaliers. All 6 points by Memphis has been scored by this player. That is Yuta Watanabe. Get to know his name. He could be a big factor for Memphis, being a bench player here if he does make the roster. But he has all 6 points right now. So that's what's going on so far in this one. Tied up at 6, and free throws coming up for Cleveland. Hey, thanks so much, my man. I appreciate it. A lot of people told me that they really enjoy the channel. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. As Windler goes to the line, first shot he misses, so he'll have a second opportunity here at the free throw line. So this channel, I do basically play-by-play announcing of basketball games here on the channel. I'll be creating a football channel soon when the preseason starts up, as the second shot goes down from the line right there by Dylan Windler. So I'll be creating an NFL channel, hopefully within the next 15 days to start out with a preseason game, because I'm a huge NFL fan as well. Right wing three from outside is way off the mark right there by the Grizzlies. Actually goes out of bounds, so Cleveland will get this ball back here with 5:39 left to go in the first. So the Cavaliers will get this one back. 7-6 is the score as the Cavs have the ball. They're going to take this one past the right side of the timeline. They pass it over towards the top of the key into the hands of Ja'Cory Williams. Williams dribbling towards his left, hands that one off. That's a jumper at the free throw circle. That's off the mark, hits the top of the iron, and it gets rebounded here by Memphis. Grizzlies with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Julian Washburn moves it out towards his left, and now back to the top of the key here with Washburn. Washburn dribbling towards his right, and now dribbling towards inside. Step back. Right elbow jumper was halfway into the net right there, but rattled right out. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the ball. Long with it. Mitrou-Long dribbling towards his right. Passes over to Osakowski. Osakowski passes that one back to the left wing perimeter, and they sling it out towards the top of the key here. Cleveland still with the ball. They're going to dribble towards the right elbow. They pass it back outside. Left wing three taken right there. No good. Off the mark by Windler, and it gets rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball. They're going to take it past the timeline. They have it at the right wing with Washburn. Passes towards the top of the key here into the hands of Conchar. Conchar passes over. Left baseline. Jay. No good. Air ball by Memphis. Gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cavs with it with Mitrou-Long at the left wing perimeter. Tries to take it inside here at the free throw circle. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Does. Passes it at the left corner. Left corner three. Taken. Swoosh from the outside right there by Cleveland. That's Jalen Hudson who hits the three-point shot, as he graduated from the University of Florida last month. Or actually back in May or so. It's been a little bit over a month or so. But 10-6 is the score. Cleveland up by 4. Grizzlies with the ball. Left corner three. They respond right there by number 46 for Cleveland, who puts down the three-point shot. That's John Conchar. John Conchar, leading scorer, rebounder last season for the University of Purdue Fort Wayne in Indiana. The Cavaliers with the ball now. They're going to take this one inside the lane. They dish it back outside. Terrible pass, though. Well short of his teammate and stolen away underneath the basket right there. Steal was by Ivan Rabb. Ivan Rabb with the ball. Pass it over to Paris Lee. Lee underneath the basket. Finishes to the hole right there for 2. And he gets fouled, and he'll shoot the and one at the line. So the Grizzlies take back the lead here at the moment. 11-10 is the score. As Ivan Rabb right there working on Jalen Hudson, driving right side baseline underneath the basket. Rabb puts up the shot and banks it home off the backboard right there for 2. And they'll go to the line to shoot the and one. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as this will be my last game before the 4th of July, and then I'll be back on Friday with you guys, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, when Zion takes on RJ. It'll be the Pelicans going up against the Knicks. I'll have that stream for you guys. But here we are with 3:20 left to go in the first, as the Cavaliers have the ball. Bounce pass inside. They dish it back outside. Open three, right corner. Cleveland couldn't connect, though. Gets rebounded by John Conchar of the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball. They pass it over towards the right wing of the perimeter here. Into the hands of Washburn. Passes over to Conchar. Conchar dribbling left baseline. Passes that one back outside towards the right wing here. Into the hands of Lee. Lee, lob pass over to his teammate. Once again, that's Conchar. Backing his way inside the low post. Ball stripped away from him. And it's going the other way here. Cleveland with the ball. Fast break transition. Passes over to his teammate. And finishing right there off the backboard is Dylan Osakowski for 2. It's a 1-point game as Cleveland is back out in front once again. 12-11 with 2:40 left to go in the first. Memphis with the ball. They pass it over towards the left wing perimeter. The Grizzlies put that one into the hands now of Conchar. Conchar slinging it over towards the right wing of the perimeter here. Into the hands of Paris Lee. Lee, right corner 3. No good. Rattled out. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter here. Mitru Long with the ball for Cleveland, dribbling towards the right elbow. Gonna pass it to somebody, passes it back out to Osakowski. He passes it towards the left wing perimeter to Hudson. Hudson, left baseline, deep 2, no good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, but a push-off underneath the basket right there, and a foul committed. So we're gonna be going to a TV timeout right here on the court. The score is Cleveland 12, Memphis 11, with 2:12 left to go in the first quarter when we do get back to action. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Moving into a commercial break right now, so I'm going to update you guys for the leading scores. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. So, the Memphis Grizzlies leading the way right now in the scoring is Yuta Watanabe, who has 6 points so far. He's a G League player for the Memphis Grizzlies, coming off a G League 14.2 points per game for the Memphis Hustle last season in the G League. As far as the other Memphis players in this game, 3-point score by John Conchar, as John Conchar is also, he's a, G League, actually, no, Purdue Fort Wayne he played, so not in the G League. Haven't heard his name until today, that's why. And I watch a lot of college basketball, but a mid-major school player as he played at Purdue Fort Wayne. Not the actual Purdue, but the kind of like the lower one that plays actually in Division 1, though. But 2-point score by Paris Lee. He played in Belgium last season for the Memphis Grizzlies. And on the other side, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the leading scores look like this. 3-point scored by Malik Newman, G League player, last season for the Canton Charge. And let's see here who else is in the mix. Dylan Osakowski with 2 points right now as he played for the Texas Longhorns last season. Jalen Hudson with 3 points off the bench. Jalen Hudson played for the Florida Gators this past season with 3 points right now for Cleveland. As far as Kevin Porter Jr., he has not stepped on the court in this game either. I know that Kevin Porter Jr., the number 30 overall draft pick, was dealing with a hip flexor injury that he suffered right before the Summer League started. So he was held out of the first 2 games of the Summer League on Monday and Tuesday. Hasn't played ever since. 3-point shot as we're back to action right there at the top of the key by Memphis. No good. Battle for the rebound underneath the basket. His bodies collide right there. John Conchar goes down hard trying to fight with the ball underneath the basket. And we got a whistle and a foul on the play here with 2 minutes left to go in the first. So this is John Beilein's 3rd game here in the NBA Summer League, coming from the University of Michigan that he was the head coach. Led his team last season to the tournament. Michigan was undefeated basically all the way through like mid-January last season. I think they started out with like a 15-0 record. But here we are back to action. Memphis with the ball. They are down by 1. 12-11 is the score. 1:50 left to go in the first. And whistle and a foul on the play right there. As well as John Beilein was a head coach of Michigan for the previous 12 years. As we have 1:50 left to go in the first, and that was a turnover by Memphis, so the Cavaliers will get the ball back here. So Cleveland with the ball at the top of the key into the hands of Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, who actually played at Michigan with John Beilein, graduated in 2018. That shot no good, hit the bottom part of the backboard, rebounded here by Memphis. Memphis with the ball with a shot fake. They go inside and too easy right there. As he got the layup, but actually, yeah, it looked too easy, but there was a whistle and a foul before that. I thought he got the easy layup in the lane. But here we are, 1:33 left to go in the first. Actually, it was an offensive foul on the play by the Grizzlies, so the Cavaliers will get it back. So Cleveland with the ball here. They're going to take it past the timeline once again with Abdur-Rahman with the ball at the top of the key here for the Cavaliers. He tries to make a move inside, passes that one back towards the right corner. Right corner 3 taken, no good, off the mark by the Cavs, and rebounded here by the Grizzlies. 12-11 the score, 1:10 left to go in the first. Grizzlies with the ball, dribbling towards the top of the free throw circle. They make a move inside. Floater in the key, and that one goes down right there by number 36, Keenan Evans. So his first 2 points of the game right there go down by Memphis. It's 13-12. 50 seconds left to go in the first. Bounce pass inside underneath the basket. The Rockmon passes that one all the way to the left corner. Left corner three taken. No good by the Cavaliers. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball. They're going to take this one past the timeline. They have it at the right elbow. Nice bounce pass inside with a finish to the hole right there with a two-handed jam. Ben Lawson slamming down the house right there and tearing down the rack for two. And it's a three-point lead here by the Grizzlies. 15-12 with 30 seconds left to go before the end of the first. Left wing three in response. The Cavs hit it. Abdur Rahman tying this thing up at 15 right now. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Memphis with the ball. They're going to take this one past the timeline. This is Keenan Evans, as he played last season in the G League, not for the Grizzlies G League team, though. He played for the Philadelphia 76ers G League team for the Delaware Bluecoats. Three-point shot up right there by the Grizzlies. They did get fouled on the play here with 9.4 seconds left to go on the last play, but looking at that replay before, the last basket right there by Lawson, just tearing down the rack. Nice pass inside. And we had a whistle on the foul on the last play here. So 9.4 seconds remaining, tied up at 15. If you guys enjoy this channel, make sure to hit that like button, the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here of basketball action on the channel. The name is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I do all types of play-by-play here on the channel, from college basketball, March Madness tournament streams, all the way to the NBA playoffs, NBA finals, and doing kind of the NBA Summer League basically as an experiment the past 2 nights, but it seems like everybody really enjoyed it, so we're going to keep this up if I keep on getting great results like that. First shot at the free throw line goes down for Memphis, and they have a 1-point lead, so it's 16-15 right now. Second shot here at the free throw line, that one goes down by Memphis, making it a 2-point game. So Memphis, a lot to look forward to for next season with Ja Morant filling in as the starting point guard, as they traded out Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz a couple weeks ago, and they got Ja as the number 2 overall draft pick. A lot to look forward to in the future of the Memphis Grizzlies here, as we got 4 seconds left to go in the first. Cavaliers with the ball as they try to pass that one back. It was stolen away, and that shot was way late at the horn, so won't even count anyway. But at the end of one, the score is Memphis 17, Cleveland 15. I'll go over the leading scores with you guys, as it looks like Kevin Porter hasn't played in this game so far. Darius Garland will not be playing in the Summer League either. I don't believe right there, because he's recovering from the injury that he suffered in college. And also Ja Morant he also had undergone a minor knee surgery last month or so. So Ja Morant, I think he won't be playing in the Summer League either for Memphis, but he's been participating in conditioning drills, of course. I think there's a training camp in September or so. So right now, 17-15 is the score. Let me know in the chat if you guys are really enjoying this as well. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me here on the channel. But we're going to look to see who the leading scorers are right now at this game after the end of one right now. So I'm just going to double check my score here. ESPN, yeah, ESPN.com is 18. Here, they didn't show the last free throw at the free throw line. NBA TV didn't do so. When we do get back, it should be 18-15 is the score instead of 17. I had 17 here, but let's see here. So leading score right now for Cleveland, 6 points by Muhammad Abdur Rahman is actually leading the way for the Cavaliers right now with 6. And then, let's see here from the Memphis Grizzlies, who we got for the leading score. 6 points on the other side by Yuta Watanabe. He has 6 points off the bench for the Memphis Grizzlies, as well as Keenan Evans, who has 5 points right now for the Grizzlies at this moment. So right now, we're currently on a commercial break. We had other Summer League games that went down today that finished, as the LA Lakers got their second win of the Summer League, as they won a narrow game against the Sacramento Kings earlier today. 99-97 was the final score there. Jordan Howard led the way for the LA Lakers with 25 points in that game. Miami Heat won today against the Golden State Warriors. That score was 73-65. Of course, Tyler Hero of the Miami Heat the number 13 overall draft pick, shined once again with 20 points. As we are back to action here for the second quarter. As the Cavaliers have the ball, they pass it over to Rahman here. Abdul Rahman, left wing three. He connects, and we are tied up at 18. So 18 apiece right now with 9:40 left to go in the second. So the Grizzlies did hit all 3 free throws before the break, as that is a three-point shot. Right wing perimeter as Memphis lets that one fly right there, and they hit the three-point shot. 21-18 is the score, 9:20 left to go in the second quarter. In response, left wing three, no good from the outside right there by Cleveland, as the Grizzlies get the rebound. Memphis with the ball. They're going to take it past the left side of the timeline. They pass it over towards the right wing into the hands of Watanabe. Watanabe passes top of the key here into the hands of his teammate. That is Keenan Evans of the Memphis Grizzlies, who tries to go inside. Jumper in the key right there at the right elbow, and Evans hits it for 2. It's a 5-point game. 23-18 is the score. 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Cavaliers with the ball as they pass that one over. Right baseline, Jay. Cleveland in response knocks it down for 2 right there on a beautiful look from the right baseline by the Cavs. 23-20 is the score with 8:45 left to go in the second. Left wing three, no good by the Grizzlies. Gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cavs going to take this one past the timeline. They have it at the top of the free throw circle. They pass it over towards the left wing to Windler. Windler takes the 3, no good. Rebounded by Memphis. Grizzlies with the ball. They're going to take this one into the lane, and they try to go for the little floater right there in the lane. No good offensive rebound, though, as that one was airballed. Another offensive rebound, but a bump and a foul right there underneath the basket, as the offensive rebound was picked up by number 27, Shaq Buchanan. Actually, Shaq Buchanan was Ja Morant's teammate this past season from Murray State. Both of them played in the NCAA tournament together. I actually called that game, the first round game against Marquette. That was a really fun game where Ja had a triple-double. Unfortunately, Ja won't be playing in the Summer League, though, because he underwent that minor knee surgery around a month ago or so, just as a precaution. He just wants to stay healthy and make sure that nothing happens to his knee that's any more serious, so then he's not going to play in the Summer League. As that was, let's see here, an offensive turnover in the last play here with 8:17 left to go in the second. Yep, offensive turnover by Memphis. So the Cavaliers get the ball. They pass it over towards the top of the key. Sling it over towards the left wing. Back to the top of the key here with Windler. Windler at the right elbow. Passes over to Osikowski. Osikowski going inside, and a foul called on the play right there with 8:03 left to go in the second. So 23-20 is the score. If you guys like what I do here on the channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel. The name is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Actually, that was a turnover right there by Cleveland. So it was an offensive foul on the screen that was set right there. So the Grizzlies will get the ball back. So Memphis with the ball. They dribble towards the top of the key into the hands right there of Keenan Evans, who passes over to his teammate. Right corner jumper taken for 3, and they connect by Peyton Aldridge from the outside, putting this a 6-point game. So 26-20 right now is the score. 7.5 left to go in the second quarter. Cleveland with the ball, making their move inside. They pass it towards the right corner perimeter. Into the hands of Windler. I think he stepped out of bounds right there. With 7:27 left to go in the second, it should be a turnover by Cleveland on this play, as Windler stepped out of bounds as he got that pass to the right corner, the 3-point perimeter, and stepped on the baseline. So the ball goes back here to the Grizzlies. They have it at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Keenan Evans. Evans dribbling with the ball some more, dribbling towards his right at the right corner perimeter. Bounce pass over to his teammate right here. That's Aldridge, who passes over towards the left corner perimeter. Left baseline here for Memphis. Slings it back out on top. Top of the key 3 taken by Evans. That ball was swatted away. Anyway, a shot clock violation on the play by the Grizzlies, and the ball go back here to the Cavs with 7:03 left to go in the second. So Cleveland will get this inbound as Abdur Rahman passes that one over to his teammate Mitro Long, who passes over towards the top of the key into the hands of Windler. Dylan Windler dribbling towards his right now, and he's going to hand that one off to his teammate. 3 ball from the outside. That is an air ball right there by Cleveland as it gets rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies taking this one past the timeline into the lane, floats it up. No good off the top of the iron, but a Memphis player is down, and we got a whistle on the foul on the play with 6:42 left to go in the second here. So whistle on the foul on the last play. If you guys enjoy what I do here on the channel, make sure to spike that like button, give this the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button as well. So 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by the Memphis Grizzlies. So these are coming up at the free throw line. The first one is up, and it's good. So it's a 7-point lead here by Memphis, as that shot was good by Yuta Watanabe, number 18 for the Memphis Grizzlies, as he played in the G League this past season for the Memphis Hustle, the G League team for the Memphis Grizzlies, the Memphis Hustle. He averaged 14.2 points per game and 7.2 rebounds per game. As that second shot goes home as well, it's 28-20, so 8-point game as both of the shots go down at the free throw line by Watanabe. Cavaliers with the ball, dribbling towards the right wing of the perimeter. They hand this one off into their teammate's hand as the Cavaliers bounce past that one over. Right baseline jumper right there. A tie-up on the play as Ivan Rabb tried to play great defense right there, as that was Dean Wade, number 37 for the Cavaliers, who went inside and tried to force up the shot, but they'll say that Rob actually committed a foul on the play right there. So 2 shots coming up by Dean Wade at the free throw line. Of course, Dean Wade, graduating senior from the Kansas State Wildcats, played for K-State. He had that lingering foot injury this past season, which held him out of the NCAA tournament. If K-State had D. Wade back in time healthy for the tournament, as the first shot goes down, second shot goes down by Wade as well at the free throw line, they would have been able to win a couple of games in the tournament, I think, but they lost in the first round to UC Irvine. As both shots go down at the free throw line, it's 28-22. Memphis with the ball now, and they have it at the left wing perimeter, and they lose control of it. Cleveland has it all alone right here as they go in for the jam. Right there with a two-handed slam. We got ourselves a 4-point game, so huge steal right there by the Cavs. As we got John here in the chat. What is up, my man, John? Thanks so much for joining me here. We got a 4-point game right now. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. The channel names Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Memphis going into the lane right there as they try to go for the floater, whistle, and a foul committed on the play. When we do get back to action here, we'll have 5:49 left to go in the second quarter and a 4-point game, but right there off the steal as the Cavaliers finished to the hole right there with the tomahawk jam and got ourselves a 4-point game. So right now I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores, but thanks so much, guys, for joining me in here. I appreciate it right now. Let's see here. Looking at the leading scores in this game, we'll start off with the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the leading score right now is 6 points. That is Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, who has 6 points off the bench for Cleveland. 4 points by Dean Wade so far, as Dean Wade played for Kansas State this past season. 3 points by Malik Newman. 2 points by Naz Mitrou-Long. And Jalen Hudson has 3 points as well, as he played last season for the Florida Gators. We're going to look to the Memphis Grizzlies now, the leading scores at this stage of the game for Memphis. Leading the way right now is Yuta Watanabe, leading the way with 8 points for the Grizzlies at the moment. 7 points off the bench by Memphis. That's Keenan Evans, as both of those players played in the G League this past season. Watanabe played for the Memphis Hustle, averaged 14.2 points per game and 7.2 rebounds per game. Keenan Allen, also playing in the G League, but played for the Philadelphia 76ers G League team this past season, as he averaged 8.5 points per game in the first year in the G League for the Delaware Bluecoats. But that's how it looks so far in this one. Let me know in the chat if you guys are new, what team you root for as a basketball fan. Let me know in the chat. Of course, I'll be doing some more Summer League streams for you guys. If you guys are a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, I'll also be having the Summer League stream for you guys when they play the Boston Celtics on Monday night. I believe that game's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll have that game for you guys as well. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. We got ourselves a 4-point game right now. Of course, Memphis got to be pumped up to see what Ja Morant can do on the highlight reel when he plays starting October for the team. Number 2 overall draft pick. Ja Morant sitting out of the Summer League, though, because he did have that knee surgery a month ago, just as a precaution that they didn't want him to play into the Summer League to hurt himself a little bit more, trying to recover from injury. But here we are, back to action as Cleveland takes the 3 at the right wing, right as the shot clock expires right there, but no good. Gets rebounded by Memphis. Grizzlies with the ball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. They have it at the top of the key here with Julian Washburn. Passes over towards the right wing into the hands of Paris Lee. Lee loses control of the ball right there. Stolen away by Cleveland. Cleveland dribbling now towards the right wing of the perimeter. They bounce pass it over to Dean Wade, who hands that one off to his teammate right there to Mitrou-Long. Naz Mitrou-Long, the leading scorer from last night. He had 17, as That pass, bounce pass inside to Dean Wade, who tried to go into the lane, missed the layup, rebounded by Memphis. The pull-up J, right wing three, and they hit it from the outside by G League player Julian Washburn right there as he nails the three. It's 31-24. 4:40 left to go in the second. Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. They put the ball into the hands of Naz Mitrulong. Mitrulong going inside, passes that one back outside at the right wing perimeter here. Cleveland. Nice pass inside, and the finish to the hole in one. As Dylan Windler goes in for the layup, banks it home off the backboard. He gets fouled as well, so Dylan Windler will shoot the and one at the free throw line. That was a beautiful pass right there. Nice sling over right underneath the basket of Windler, who put that one in off the glass. So Dylan Windler last season was the number 3 top scorer in the Ohio Valley Conference. John Morant, I think John Morant was number 1 in the conference, but Dylan Windler was number 3. Both of those players in the OVC, the Ohio Valley Conference, as that free throw goes down at the line right there by Dylan Windler. Of course, Dylan Windler playing for Belmont University, which is big rivals with the Murray State Racers. So the Grizzlies with the ball. They take a top of the key three. They miss it from the outside. It's a 4-point game. 31-27. Cleveland with the ball as Windler has it going inside. Passing that one back outside. Right wing three, Cleveland. A complete air ball right there, and it gets rebounded by Memphis. Memphis with the ball off the air ball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. They pass it towards the top of the key into the hands of Ivan Rabb. Rabb hands it off to his teammate at the top of the key, Paris Lee. Paris Lee tries to go inside here. Floater in the key. No good off the backboard. Battle for the rebound. Whistle and a foul with 3:53 left to go in the second. So there was a whistle and a foul on the last play here. 4-point game, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here of basketball action. I call all different types of play-by-play throughout the basketball season. NBA games, NBA playoff games, and also NBA Finals, March Madness games, college basketball games, you name it here on the channel. But the Memphis Grizzlies have the ball off the inbound here. So Memphis gets it off the foul. Catch and shoot. Right wing three. No good. Right there by John Conchar. Gets rebounded here by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the ball. Bounce pass to the right elbow. Nice feed inside right there with a two-handed jam. And a finish right there. Off the assist by Dylan Windler. It's a 2-point game. So Cleveland with a huge slam dunk, and it's 31-29. Memphis with the ball. They pass that one over towards the left elbow into the hands of Ivan Rabb. Rabb hands that one off to Julian Washburn. Washburn passes over to Paris Lee. Lee now tries to make a move inside a key. Passing that one back outside. Top of the key. Deep three from outside as that one hits the rim. But that was that. Yeah, actually got a turnover right there by Memphis on the same play. So ball go back to Cleveland here. So yeah, turnover on the last play by the Grizzlies. I was looking at it, and I thought it hit the rim from my angle. Actually, it was a shot clock violation on the last play, as I thought it hit the rim from my angle, but it hit the bottom part of the backboard. So that's why shot clock violation on the last play. Turnover by Memphis. Ball go back to Cleveland. So the Cavaliers with the ball here, 2:55 left to go in the second. They have it at the left wing perimeter as Osakowski passes that one over towards the right wing here. Cleveland with the ball at the top of the key, and now nice bounce pass inside right there. Cleveland tries to finish to the hole. Foul committed underneath the basket by Memphis as number 4, Julian Washburn on the play right there. So 2 shots should be coming up at the free throw line when we do get back after commercial break here for the Cavaliers. But got ourselves a 2-point game. Memphis 31, Cleveland 29 with 2:48 left to go in this game, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. So here we are, guys, moving into a commercial break right now. Just going to update you guys on what happened so far in the NBA Summer League today. So the LA Lakers beat the Sacramento Kings in the last game. The final score was 99-97. Miami Heat won today against the Golden State Warriors. That score was 73-65 as Tyler Hero, the number 13 overall draft pick for the Miami Heat, really shined again. He played under John Calipari, head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, 1 season as a freshman at Kentucky, and Tyler Hero scored 20 points today for the Miami Heat as he really shined in his first game in the Summer League. Didn't play in Game 2 last night, but in Game 3 really shined again against Golden State in the early time slot today. We have another Summer League tonight. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming that game tonight because I'm heading out for the 4th of July later after this stream, but The San Antonio Spurs are playing the Utah Jazz tonight. That will tip off in around an hour and 20 from now. But I'll be back. Next stream I'll have for you guys will be Friday night. It'll be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's when Zion takes on his former teammate RJ. It'll be the New Orleans Pelicans who take on the New York Knicks. I'll have that stream for you guys on Friday night. But here we are getting ready to go back to action as we got 2 free throws coming up at the line here in a 2-point game. 31-29 is the score. So 31-29 right now as Memphis has got a whole lot to look forward to with Ja Morant, the number 2 overall draft pick, playing once the season starts in October. It's going to be a lot to look forward to with that young squad around there as well. Also, New Orleans Pelicans have a ton to look forward to in the future as well. They get Zion Williamson. They also got J.J. Redick in free agency a couple of days ago on Sunday as the first shot goes down right there at the free throw line by Cleveland, making this a 1-point game. 31-30 is the score. They also have Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, and Brandon Ingram, all from that trade from the LA Lakers to get Anthony Davis. So basically the New Orleans Pelicans is basically like the LA Lakers 2.0. But here we are back to action here as the second shot goes down at the free throw line. We're tied up at 31. Left corner 3 by Memphis. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound though, and they'll retain the possession here as Memphis bounce pass over towards the right elbow. They make a move inside. That was a block, but blocked back to his teammate who finishes to the hole as John Conchar puts that one into the net for 2. 33-31, 2:20 left to go in the second quarter here. Cavaliers with the ball, and they are down by 2. So the Cavs pass that one back outside. Left corner 3 taken, no good, and it gets rebounded right there by Memphis on the play. It's Paris Lee with a rebound. Left wing 3, no good. Offensive rebound, though. Put back too easy underneath the basket right there by the Grizzlies as they bank that one home off the backboard. It's a 4-point game. 1:55 left to go in the second. Cavaliers with the ball. Mitru Long dribbling towards his right. Right elbow J taken by Naz Mitru Long. Off the mark though. Hit the bottom part of the backboard. Rebounded here by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball as they make a move into the lane with Yuta Watanabe. Passes that one back outside to his teammate. Into the hands of Conchar. Conchar passes over to Watanabe. Back inside to Paris Lee. To Evans now. Evans going inside and they finish to the hole for 2 right there by the Memphis Grizzlies, padding the stat line once again. 6-0 run here by Memphis. Timeout taken on the court by John Beilein, head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. 1:35 left to go in this second quarter, and we got ourselves a 6-point game right now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action on this channel. It's called Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. The most people that I've ever had in a stream before was Game 7 Denver Nuggets against the Portland Trail Blazers, Game 7 of the Western Conference Semis. I had 81 people in the chat all at once, so that was a pretty cool stream that I had. But I've been on YouTube only for 5 months right now, and just love what I do. Love what I do with this announcing stuff, and thanks so much, everybody, for being in the chat here, supporting the channel. You guys have been awesome so far. I thought that these streams would be, like, completely dead with the NBA Summer League stuff like that, but I've actually seen people like pop in back and forth throughout these streams, so this is absolutely awesome. But right now, guys, we're on a commercial break. We have a 6-point game, Memphis leading. Memphis is just loaded with like G League players on this team. Yuta Watanabe is the leading scorer right now for the Grizzlies. He has 10 points, along with 6 rebounds right now. Coming in to this G League, or coming into this Summer League from the G League play, Watanabe finished this past season with 14.2 points per game and 7.2 rebounds per game in the G League for the Memphis Hustle this past season. So these 3 draft picks by the Cleveland Cavaliers all came in the top 30. Darius Garland, who won't be playing in the Summer League, recovering from that torn meniscus. Kevin Porter Jr. injured. He had a hip flexor injury just right before the Summer League camp, unfortunately, so he has yet to play in the Summer League games. As we are back to action, jumper in the key right there by the Cavaliers, no good, gets rebounded by Memphis. So the Grizzlies with the ball, they push it over towards the right wing perimeter. There's Watanabe, hands that one off to his teammate, as that is Keenan Evans with the ball. Evans going inside, tries to put up a shot too high off the backboard, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds by Evans as he tried to rebound it. So the ball go back here to the Cavaliers with 1:07 left to go in the second quarter. So the Cavs with the ball here. As we got a minute left to go as they pass the one towards the right wing perimeter. Cleveland passes over towards the left wing here into the hands of Osakowski, who passes the one towards the right elbow into the hands of his teammate, who tries to take it into the lane. He gets fouled in 2 shots coming at the free throw line by Jalen Hudson from the Florida Gators. Now plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So 52 seconds left to go before halftime. 2 shots coming up by Jalen Hudson at the line. So we'll see what happened here on the replay. Jalen Hudson just trying to take it inside. He got fouled right there underneath the basket, going in for the layup. And actually, I thought it was a shooting foul. Refs say that the Cavs aren't in the bonus yet. So they say that they're going to inbound the ball, and the Cavaliers did. They got the inbound, and they just traveled with it. So, yeah, I thought that there was a foul. I thought from my angle there was a shooting foul on it from how I was watching the TV screen, but honestly not. What the refs must have rolled right there. So Memphis gets the ball right back. 37-31, 35 seconds left to go before halftime as Conchar has the ball here, and he dribbles at the right elbow. Slings that one over towards the left corner perimeter. And now that's the left baseline. Jay taken right there by the Grizzlies. No good. Gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball. 20 seconds left to go before the second quarter finishes. Naz Mitrou-Long dribbling towards the right wing perimeter. As Mitrou-Long is going to chew down clock. 10 seconds here on the shot clock. 13 seconds left to go on the game clock. Bounce pass. Inside. Nice pass by Mitrou-Long to his teammate, who finishes to the hole right there for 2 by the Cavaliers. As it's a 4-point game. 37-33. 2 seconds left to go before halftime. And that shot denied right there as the Grizzlies tried to go in for the layup, and it hit the top of the iron, and the Cavaliers swatted that one away before it cleared the cylinder, and it won't count. So the score stands as we move into halftime. 37 Memphis, 33 Cleveland, as a pretty entertaining first half in the Summer League game. Basically for players trying to prove themselves on the rosters for these teams right now. As we had quite the Summer League game. One of the highlights so far had to be that steal by Cleveland, that they went in for the slam dunk on the Tomahawk Jam, but the last play by Cleveland cut this game to basically 4 points as they had a nice pass down low and finished to the hole. So right now at halftime, guys, 37-33 is the score. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe as well. So since we're at halftime right now, I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores throughout this game. Also going to look to see what else happened in the NBA Summer League as well from today. So let's see here. We're going to look towards the leading scores of this one by the Cleveland Cavaliers, as leading the way for this game comes from the bench. 7 points right now by Jalen Hudson from the University of Florida, as he is the leading scorer right now for Cleveland. 6 points by Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Played for the University of Michigan with John Beilein in 2018. But now both of them got reunited here again, as Beilein is the new head coach of the Cavs. Let's see what else we got. 4 points chipping in this game so far is Dylan Windler from Belmont University. Played against John Morant in the Ohio Valley Conference last season. 4 points by Dean Wade of the Kansas State Wildcats. Dean Wade had a chance to play in the NCAA tournament this past season, as Dean Wade was the best shooter on K-State this past season, and also he was the senior leader, but he had a lingering foot injury. Kept him out of the NCAA tournament, and K-State lost in the first round as they were upset by a number 13 seed, UC Irvine. So UC Irvine got the W there. I think Max Hazard was the big player in that game for UC Irvine, as he'll be playing next season for the Arizona Wildcats. He'll be a transfer student as a senior next season, so he'll be playing alongside with Nico Mannion, a couple of the other players for the Arizona Wildcats trying to rebound after the season they had last year. But as far as the Memphis Grizzlies scoring in this one, leading the way in this one, G League player that played for the Memphis G League team, the Memphis Hustle. That is G League player Yuta Watanabe. He's leading the way right now with 10 points in this game, along with 6 rebounds for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then the other leading scorers right now for the Grizzlies, 5 points by John Conchar, as Conchar he played last season for University of Purdue Fort Wayne. This guy is a small college prospect, small college D1 player from a non-power conference here, one of those mid-major conferences. Averaged 19.5 points per game where he led his team last season, and points per game, or rebounds per game, and assists per game. And this guy only had 2 scholarships at the D1 level as he came into D1 his freshman season weighing like 160 pounds or so. Now he's 210 pounds as he's really grew up the growth chart here. But John Conchar playing really well in the summer league as well, trying to impress people, and maybe he'll get a spot on the roster here from Memphis, playing alongside teammates Ja Morant as well from Memphis. So Ja Morant gonna be a lock here as your starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies when the season starts, as he's being held out of the summer league right now because of the knee surgery that he went through about a month ago or so. But also, this guy will be playing in the summer league, I believe, next week. That's Brandon Clark of Gonzaga. He was the number 21 draft pick, but actually, that draft pick was first drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunders. They got Brandon Clark at number 21. And then that draft pick was traded over to Memphis, but the trade won't be finalized, I believe, until July 6th. So after July 6th, you should, hopefully Memphis Grizzlies fans will be seeing Brandon Clark in the lineup for the Grizzlies in the rest of the Summer League games. But Ja Morant still doing conditioning drills, trying to stay on the court right here. Yes, it is. So it is halftime right now as we got Seek Jop in the chat here. Thanks so much, my man, for joining me here. But it is halftime right now. So we just finished the first 2 quarters of this game. 37-33 is the score. Great game so far as we are at halftime. What I do on the channel is that I call it play-by-play here at Basketball Action. I do all types of play-by-play on the channel here at Basketball, from NBA regular season all the way NBA playoffs, NBA finals that I finished a month ago. I also do college basketball, March Madness streams, so tons of play-by-play I do here on the channel. First time ever I've done the Summer League, and I've actually said that it's a pretty good success here. I'm getting like a bunch of new people here on the channel. Last night was really successful. I got a pretty good numbers in last night's game with Cleveland against Utah. So if you guys really enjoy the channel, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. So right now we are at halftime, but a lot of promise here towards the future for both of these teams, hopefully, as they got some prospects here who can help them out in the future. Of course, Kevin Porter Jr. not playing tonight, number 30 overall draft pick for the Cavaliers, as he had a hip flexor injury that he injured just before the NBA Summer League. Yes, so this is the Summer League right now, which I have as the title on my thing. So this is just Summer League right now. So none of these games like really count or anything. The only thing that basically counts is just like NBA Summer League MVP, but nothing really towards the standings that counts. It's just players trying to play for roster spots, basically trying to prove themselves. It's basically the difference between who gets on an NBA roster and who gets on basically the G League roster and who gets cut altogether after the Summer League or so. But yeah, we got some notable names in the Summer League. I know that Jimmer Fredette is back playing in the Summer League, trying to make it onto an NBA team. Not sure what team he's playing on, but I know that he's playing in the Summer League. But Kevin Porter Jr. out of this game as well for the Cavaliers. Dylan Windler, number 26 overall draft pick right now, as he's playing in this game. I'll see what he has for points. I think he has scored. So Dylan Windler right now in this one has scored 4 points so far. Same as Dean Wade at Kansas State. He scored 4 points. Darius Garland, the number 5 overall draft pick by the Cavaliers, as he is not playing in the Summer League either, as Darius Garland is still rehabbing from that torn meniscus injury he suffered in college playing for Vanderbilt. Only played 5 games for Vanderbilt in college, and then he goes into the NBA, so he's still rehabbing from the torn meniscus. So he just wanted to take it as a precaution, and he won't be playing in the Summer League, but he'll be back on the court in October or so for when the games actually count and stuff like that. But right now at halftime between both of these teams, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, of course the Memphis Grizzlies have Ja Morant. He's being held out as well from the lineup, as he underwent knee surgery around a month ago or so, but hopefully they can get Ja Morant inserted or so right into the starting 5. I think he's going to be a lock for the starting 5. But yeah, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for the sub, my man. But yeah, I'll be back. If you enjoyed basketball, I'll be back Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Zion versus RJ. and it's going to be a hopefully great game. New York Knicks taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. So I have that stream. That's my next stream for you guys on Friday. I'll spell your name for you. So it's Sekejap. Mata. Sekejap Mata. If I'm pronouncing that correct. That's what it seems like it is. Sekejap Mata, if I'm pronouncing that correct. I'm from the US and stuff like that. So some of the foreign stuff I'm pretty familiar with, or stuff like that. But here we are getting ready to go back to action. We got ourselves a 4-point game as we move into the third quarter. So here we are for quarter 3, and that's a 4-point game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks so much. We got Jerick Nora here, all the way from the Philippines. Thanks so much, my man, for joining me as he gets a shout out here. Hey, thanks so much, Sekejap, for joining me here. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much for the sub as well, as we got Jerick here in the chat. As we are back to action here. Cleveland with the ball, moving it around the perimeter. Top of the key 3, taken right there. They drain it from the outside. It's a 1-point game. The 3 flying down right there from the outside by Naz Mitrou-Long. He was the leading scorer in the last game against the Utah Jazz last night. That one I called play-by-play, by the way. 9:25 left to go in the third. The Grizzlies with the ball as they take this one inside with Washburn. Washburn layup to the hole. He banks it home for 2. Off the backboard, we get ourselves a 3-point game. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. I call play-by-play here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Cavaliers with the ball underneath the basket. Nice move, but better block right there by the Grizzlies. Huge swat, and it's taken away by Memphis. Memphis with the ball now, left elbow J, and they hit it. They connect with a swoosh by Julian Washburn at the left elbow for 2. 41-36 right now is the score. 8:50 left to go in the third. That was an incredible block underneath the basket by Memphis on the last possession by Cleveland. Cleveland with the ball once again. Cavs have it at the left wing. Dribbling towards the top of the free throw circle. They pass it over to Mitrou-Long. Mitrou-Long takes a deep 3, right wing. Oh, it was halfway down into the hole, but it went out. Rebounded by Memphis. 8:30 left to go in the third. The Grizzlies have the ball. They have it at the left wing here. Bounce pass over to their teammate. Top of the key 3 taken. No good off the top of the iron. Offensive rebound now. Another 3. Right corner off the mark by the Grizzlies. Rebounded by the Cavs. Cleveland with the ball. Top of the key. They pass it over towards the right wing. Dean Wade with it. As he played last season for Kansas State, was the graduating senior for K-State. Bounce pass inside by Cleveland. They tried to drive right there to the basket. They got fouled on the play with 8:07 left to go in the third. And the score right now, 41-36, 5-point game. Memphis is up ahead. Oh my gosh, holy moly, a couple of possessions ago, that was a huge block by the Grizzlies on one of those plays. Oh man, 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line by the Cavaliers with 8:07 left to go in the third. First shot's up, and that one is a miss right there by Ja'Cory Williams. Hit the front part of the rim, no good. So first shot was a miss by Ja'Cory Williams of Cleveland. Second shot's up. That shot is no good. It gets rebounded here by the Grizzlies. As Ivan Rabb got the rebound for Memphis. As the Grizzlies will take this one past the timeline. They have it at the top of the key here with Paris Lee. Lee tries to take this one into the lane. He gets fouled as Paris Lee will shoot 2 at the line. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. I think Dylan Windler was the guilty party right there for the Cleveland Cavaliers as he committed the foul on the play. 7:56 left to go in the third. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here for the Memphis Grizzlies. First shot's up, and that shot is no good. Hit the top of the rim. So that shot was a miss right there by Memphis. They'll have a second opportunity here to see if they can get this one. That shot goes up. That one's in. It's a 6-point game. 42-36 as the Cavaliers have the ball. They're going to take this one past the right side of the timeline. They pass it over into the hands of Dean Wade. Slings it out towards the top of the key, now to the left wing. Into the hands of Windler. Nice pass underneath the basket. Couldn't finish, but the tip-in goes down right there by Ja'Cory Williams. They're going to say, the refs are actually going to say, they're going to take the bucket away. As the tip-in went into the basket. Let's see here. Let's see here. They're going to take the tip-in away on the play. So the ball go back to Memphis here. So they won't count the bucket on the play, the refs will say. 42-36. Memphis with the ball. Bounce pass over towards the left elbow here into the hands of Ivan Rabb. Ivan Rabb played in the G League last season for the Memphis Hustle. Averaged 20.5 points per game. Jumper right there inside for 2. No good by the Grizzlies. Gets rebounded by the Cavs. Cleveland with the ball. They pass it over towards the left baseline into the hands of Windler. Windler left baseline J. No good. Rebounded by John Conchar. Grizzlies with the ball here. They have it at the left wing perimeter into the hands of Lee. Passing that one over to his teammate. As he passes that one back to himself, Julian Washburn tried to make a move into the lane. Tried to pass it over to his teammate, but got the ball back. Passed it finally to another teammate. Back to Washburn. Washburn left corner 3. And he connects with it from the outside. This is, I think, the biggest deficit so far in this game for the Cavaliers, as this game has been basically close throughout, as that three-point shot goes down. It's 45-36. Memphis up by 9. The Cavs with the ball. They have it at the left baseline. Windler passes that one back out on top into the hands of Dean Wade. Hands that one off to Long. Mitru Long going inside the key. Nice jumper right there. No good, though, as it hit the bottom part of the rim, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. They're going to take this one inside. Bounce pass. A little too wide of his teammate right there, Ivan Rabb, and it goes out of bounds. So Memphis turns over the ball as the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Cleveland here on the clock with a 45-36 game with 6:13 left to go in the third. So the Cavaliers have the ball. They're going to take this one past the half-court logo as we got subs in the game. Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman in the game for the Cavaliers. As the Cavs have it now, as they go across that ball screen underneath the basket to Mitru Long, who passes that one towards the left wing perimeter. Left wing 3, they take it, they hit it from the outside. Lighting it up from behind the arc right there is Dylan Windler from Belmont University, number 9 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 45-39 is the score, 5:40 left to go in the third. Grizzlies with the ball. Paris Lee tries to take this one inside. Jumper in the key, no good, but he gets fouled as he'll shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Summer League action. Pretty good game so far. I think the largest deficit for either team in this one has been 9 points, as this has been quite the game so far for a Summer League matchup. We saw a great one earlier today, as I think it was the LA Lakers game. They took on the Sacramento Kings. I think the final score was like 99-97 in that one. Yeah, so final score 99-97 LA against Sacramento today. That was a close game. The other game, Miami Heat beat the Golden State Warriors today 73-65. But right now, moving into a commercial break, the score is Memphis 45, Cleveland 39. I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores right now in this one. So, let's see here. We're going to look towards who is leading the scoring right now throughout this game. We'll look towards Cleveland's stats first right now. So, in the box score, 7 points. Leading the way is Dylan Windler of the Cleveland Cavaliers, as he's tied with first with teammate Jalen Hudson, who's also a rookie from the University of Florida. Both of these guys went actually Jalen Hudson went undrafted in the 2019 draft, but Dylan Windler was the number 26 overall draft pick by the Cavaliers, really shining once again in this game. 7 points from the floor by Dylan Windler, leading the way, tied for the lead with Hudson in scoring right now. Then 6 points by Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman of the Cavaliers. For the Memphis Grizzlies in this game, 2 players with double-digit points already. 10 points by Yuta Watanabe so far in this game. And also, that is Julian Washburn, who has 10 points so far by the Memphis Grizzlies. So, good game for both of those players. Of course, both of those players played in the G League this past season for the Memphis Grizzlies. So right now, we are on a commercial break. If you guys really enjoy what I do, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play here, basketball action on YouTube. The name is Behind the Arc Basketball. So yeah, I'm just looking at the statistics here from the other computer that I got going right now. And Dean Wade is actually leading the Cavaliers in assists right now with 4 assists so far in this game. Of course, Dean Wade coming from Kansas State University, where he played last season as a senior for K-State. So here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Dylan Windler with 7 points so far, tied for the lead with Jalen Hudson for points right now by the Cavaliers. The score is 45-39, coming back from that TV timeout here after the commercial break, and 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by the Grizzlies. Number 37 for Memphis at the free throw line. This is Paris Lee. First shot is up, and that one goes through, making it 46-39. So Memphis is out in front right now by 7 points. We have 5:38 left to go in the third quarter. Second shot goes up. That one bounces off the front part of the rim, goes to the back part, and it goes into the net right there with some help from the rim. So that one goes through. 47-39, 5.5 left to go in the third. As we got Noel Cabrera in the chat. What is up, my man? Thanks so much for joining me, Noel Cabrera, getting a shout out as well. He's from the Philippines. Thanks so much for joining me here on the channel. Cavaliers with the ball. They're going to take this one into the lane. Right elbow jumper by Dean Wade. No good. It got blocked. And it gets rebounded by Memphis. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as the Grizzlies have the ball. They take the three at the top of the key. No good from the outside by Paris Lee. The ball gets rebounded by the Cavaliers here. Dean Wade dribbling now. He makes his move inside. Nice pass at the right baseline to his teammate Ja'Cory Williams. And he hands that one over to Naz Mitrou-Long. Mitrou-Long in the key, passing that one back outside. Cleveland with the ball here. Top of the key. Passes over towards the right wing. Back outside. A three taken by Abdur Rahman. No good. Offensive rebound though by him, as the ball got tipped back outside of him. Another three taken. That one goes down, as the Cavaliers make this a closer game. 5-point game right now. 47-42. Spike the like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button as well. Memphis with the ball as they try to dribble left side baseline inside, and a whistle and a foul on the play here with 4:26 left to go in the third. But yeah, thanks so much, my man, for joining me, Noel Cabrera, all the way out in the Philippines, international reach on this channel tonight. I'm actually from the USA myself, from Massachusetts in the USA. I do all types of basketball streams here on my channel. I do NBA streams, NBA playoffs, NBA finals, March Madness streams, college basketball streams, you name it. Jumper in the key here as we're back to action. Memphis with a J, they connect with it. Win number 46 for Memphis right there. That's John Conchar. Conchar is having a really good game in this one. It's Noel Cabrera, Memphis Idol. Thanks so much, my man. Actually, I'm from Massachusetts. My favorite team for the NBA is actually the Boston Celtics. I follow the Celtics like a ton and stuff like that. But Memphis Grizzlies have a whole lot of future to look forward to, especially when the number 2 draft pick, Ja Morant. He's going to be really, really good, hopefully, in the future for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that he can really shine there, playing in place of Mike Conley, where he got traded over to the Utah Jazz. But we had a whistle and a foul in the last play here. 4:01 left to go in the third. 49-42 is the score. Cavaliers shooting at the free throw line. First shot was a miss, though, by Naz Mitrou-Long at the line. So he'll have a second opportunity here at the free throw line. Of course, the big-name players for both of these teams not playing in the Summer League. That being Ja Morant, the number 2 NBA draft pick by Memphis, as he had surgery on his knee around a month ago or so. So just as a precaution, they're holding out Morant so he won't play in the Summer League. But he's been doing team drills with the Memphis Grizzlies when they're not playing games. But the second shot goes down at the free throw line. Right there, it's a 6-point game as Memphis gets the ball. They try to go for the three at the top of the key. No good. The tip in, no good. Battle for the rebound. Offensive board, and they keep it, though. Memphis, spin move into the key. Nice spin move. Oh, and he finishes to the hole right there. That was Keenan Evans who banked it home off the backboard for 2 right there. Beautiful spin move into the lane by Keenan. Yes, this is a rookie game right now. So basically all these guys are either G League players, guys that were picked in the 2019 draft, guys that were undrafted from this past draft, or basically G League players, players trying to make a name for themselves. So this is basically non-standings game right now, as that's a 3-point shot at the left wing. That goes down by the Grizzlies. They got themselves the largest lead of the game. I think that was number 36, Keenan Evans, who played for the Philadelphia 76ers G League team this past season, the Delaware Bluecoats. Keenan Evans trying to make a name for himself here with the Grizzlies, as the Cavs try to go inside. That shot got blocked, and we got ourselves a timeout here on the floor. 54-43 is the score, as Memphis is up by 11, their largest lead of the game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I will be back for you guys. My next stream after tonight will be 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night, and nothing bigger than this one. The showdown that will take place at that time. Pelicans, Knicks, Zion Williamson takes on his former teammate R.J. Barrett. It's going to be one hell of a game, hopefully, as the Pelicans take on the Knicks. That's my next stream, Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you guys can join me there if you're free. But right now, timeout here on the court. And the Memphis Grizzlies got themselves an 11-point lead. So, John Morant not playing in the Summer League, recovering from knee surgery that he had a month ago. Kevin Porter Jr. injured himself right before the Summer League with a hip flexor injury. He was the number 30 overall draft pick by Cleveland, and he has yet to play in the Summer League. Hopefully he can play soon. Darius Garland, the number 5 overall draft pick by the Cavaliers, not playing in the Summer League at all, as he's still rehabbing from that torn meniscus that he set back during college playing for Vanderbilt, so he will not play in the entire Summer League play, as they'll hopefully get him back for training in September when training camp starts. But the actual games, this is just a rookie game here, so nothing towards the standings. The actual games for the NBA start back up in October, where we got the preseason for the first, I think, like 2 weeks or so. And I think that's in September, actually. Like, late September is the preseason. Then, like, early October, then you got regular season play, where the games actually matter once again. And I'll be streaming you guys whatever basketball I can bring you. NBA, regular season college basketball throughout the season as well. March Madness tournament, you name it. NBA playoffs, NBA finals. As the Cavaliers are now at the free throw line, we are back to action. 54-44 is the score. We have 2:53 left to go in the third. First shot went down at the free throw line by Cleveland. Second shot went down as well. So 54-45 right now is the score. Memphis with the ball. They're going to take this one past the timeline. They have it at the right wing perimeter. So that one's into the hand of Keenan Evans. Passes that one over to his teammate right there. That's Peyton Alridge. Alridge puts that one into the hands of Yuta Watanabe, who passes that one back. It was almost stolen, and it goes outside. Left wing three, no good from the outside by Ben Lawson, and gets rebounded on the defensive end here by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs with the ball. Naz Mitru long, bounce pass over towards the left corner. They push it around. Left wing three, Cleveland, no good off the mark, but offensive rebound. Nice save right there. I think that was that Osakowski who got the save? Yeah, it was Osakowski from Texas who got the save right there before the ball ran out of bounds. Left corner three, taken by the Cavaliers, no good. Rebounded by Memphis. Grizzlies with the ball, 2:05 left to go in the third. Three, taken at the top of the key. Oh, that was a beauty. Sinks it down from the outside by Keenan Evans by the Grizzlies, extending their lead tonight to 12. Right now, largest lead of the game tonight for Memphis, 57-45, 1:50 left to go in the third. Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. They pass that one over towards the top of the key. Osakowski takes the three. Once again, he is wide open, and he connects from the top of the key. Dylan Osakowski hit 2 3-point shots at the very same spot last night against the Utah Jazz. Three ball taken from the outside right there by Memphis. No good. Gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball. They are down right now. They are down by 9. 57-48 is the score. Cleveland making a move inside. Oh, nice layup underneath the basket right there as Naz Mitru Long finishes to the hole for two. That was a beauty. 57-50 right now is the score. Memphis with the ball. They have it top of the key, as that is Keenan Evans who passes that one over. Bounce pass into the key. Tipped. Stolen away on the deflection here by the Cavaliers. They're going to take this one past the timeline with a minute remaining, as the Cavs have it underneath the basket with Mitru Long. Bounce pass over to his teammate Osakowski. Passes that one over towards the left baseline. Oh, they lose control of it, and it's going the other way. Stolen by Memphis. Grizzlies now with the ball. 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Move into the lane. Shifty move. Couldn't finish to the hole right there. Was Yuta Watanabe. And the ball gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cavs with a pass at the right baseline. Too wide of their teammate right there on a bounce pass. And it goes out of bounds. So Memphis will get the ball back here after that Cleveland turnover. We got Cody here in the chat once again. What is up, my man? Thanks so much for joining me here. So early stream today. I was planning to do the 9 o'clock stream tonight, but I had to switch to the 7 o'clock stream because I am leaving right after this game ends. I am leaving to go on a little trip tomorrow on the 4th of July, so I'll be out tomorrow, so no streams tomorrow, no basketball anyway, as that was a pass inside in Memphis, jamming it down with authority right there by number 18 on the court. That was Yuta Watanabe, the leading scorer in this game. So 59-50 is the score, but I will be back next stream for you guys Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, when Zion plays against his former teammate at Duke, RJ Barrett. Knicks against Pelicans. I'll have that game for you guys. Also, I have the Boston Celtics against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As if you're a Celtics fan here in the chat, make sure to tune in for that Summer League game. Looking forward to see what Carson Edwards from Purdue can offer for the Celtics if he does play in that game. So 3.8 seconds remaining. 59-50 is the score. Cavaliers get the inbound. Top of the key three at the horn. No good. Hits the rim short. And we're moving on to the fourth quarter. So 3 quarters are now in the books. 59-50 right now is the score. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel. All types of play-by-play and behind the arc basketball on YouTube. From college basketball play-by-play to March Madness streams to also covering the NBA playoffs to the NBA Finals. I have it all for you guys here with a Summer League action right now. I'm so shocked about the participation here in the chat. This is incredible, guys. You guys have been awesome here in the chat tonight. Some new people throughout the chat, which is great. Doing these Summer League games, I thought, like, coming into this, I thought I'd get, like, nobody here on the channel, but I can't believe that people are actually finding my videos and going to this. This is an absolute blast I'm having with you guys tonight, but here we are, 3 quarters in the books, moving on to the fourth quarter right after this commercial break. 59-50 is the score. So right now, gonna update you guys with the leading scorers throughout this game. Naz Mitrou-Long leading the way for the Cavaliers, of course. He was a G League player the past season for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Played for the Canton Charge, but Naz Mitrou-Long right now with 12 points. 7 points by Dylan Windler, really impressing in this game in the starting lineup. 8 points off the bench in this one by Jalen Hudson, as he played last season for the Florida Gators in college basketball. Let's see what we got for the Memphis Grizzlies in this game as far as their scores. Leading scorer, this guy's been on fire the past couple minutes. That is Keenan Evans. Off the bench for the Memphis Grizzlies in this game, number 36. Keenan Evans, really shocking, turning heads right now in this one, as he has 17 points in this game in a Summer League game. 6 for 9 shooting from the floor, 2 for 3 from three-point range, as Keenan Evans played last season in the G League for the Delaware Bluecoats, which is the Philadelphia 76ers G League team. As far as the other players here for Memphis, Yuta Watanabe chipping in 12 points, as he's a G League player as well, as he played the past season for the Memphis Hustle. And then his G League teammate Julian Washburn has 10 points right now in this one. So that's the scoring that's gone on so far in this game. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel, you know what to do. Give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. We are on the road to 300 subs here on the channel, and basically 5 months on YouTube. This channel just keeps on growing each and every day, and I appreciate every single person that's been on the channel here. As we are back to action, as the Grizzlies had the ball, but there was an offensive foul on the play right there with 9:50 left to go in the fourth. So the ball should be going back to the Cavaliers here. Yep, Cavs get the ball, as they're going to take this one past the timeline. Into the game right now is Phil Booth, as he played point guard last season for the Villanova Wildcats, who was part of Villanova's national title team back in 2018. We got another whistle on the foul on the play. This one is another offensive foul. So back-to-back offensive fouls to start out this fourth quarter right now. 59-50 to score. So 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies get the ball. They're going to take this one past the half-court logo. They have it at the left wing here with Shaq Buchanan, former teammate of Murray State with Ja Morant, who they're playing with each other now with the Memphis Grizzlies. Nice close proximity here for Ja Morant, going from Kentucky to Tennessee basically to play his basketball. That's awesome. He can basically stay local here, playing at Murray State, going basically to Memphis now, but we are back to action. So that was a turnover in the last play by Shaq Buchanan. Ball goes back to the Cavs. Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the top of the key here with Dean Wade. He passes over to Phil Booth. Booth takes the right elbow J. No good. Right there, gets rebounded by Memphis. Julian Washburn with the rebound. Ball into the hands of Paris Lee. Bounce pass inside. Oh, underneath the basket and door around Moore. G League player Memphis with total abuse at the rim and jams it down. Oh my goodness, with a slam dunk. 61-50 to score. 8:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cleveland had the shot taken, no good. Gets rebounded by Memphis here. Grizzlies, nice bounce pass inside to Moore once again, but this time the figured it out. They stole it away. Cavs with the ball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Booth moves it around now. Left baseline. Cleveland feeds it down inside the low post. Whistle and the foul called on the play here with 8:28 left to go in the fourth. That was a total abuse at the rim right there. Jerome Moore, as he was guarded closely underneath by, I think that was Dylan Windler, by the Cleveland Cavaliers, who was on them, but just no match right there. As a G League player, Darrell Moore just jams it down with his two hands. As we are back off the inbound here, Cavaliers with the ball. Windler takes the right wing three, no good, as that one hit the left side of the rim from the right wing, and it gets rebounded by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball here at the left wing perimeter. So they pass that one over towards the top of the key. They try to go for the alley-oop pass. It got tipped and swatted away, but Memphis does get it back into the hands once again of Shaq Buchanan. He'll try this again. Buchanan moving towards his right now, moves inside, floats up the shot. He hits it. Shaq Buchanan connecting for two, and it's a 13-point game here with 7:55 left to go in the fourth. Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the right wing of the perimeter. We have 7 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And a 13-point game as that ball was just stolen on the last play here. And a whistle and a foul picked up on the play from behind by Dean Wade off the steal by Memphis. So 7:45 left to go in the fourth. A 13-point game as the Grizzlies have the lead as Dean Wade committed the foul on the last play by the Cavaliers. So that was a transition take foul, basically. Team awarded 1 free throw and keeps possession. So I guess that's the rule here in the Summer League. So that was since it was a transition foul that Dean Wade fouled him from behind, it's a one-shot foul by Memphis, which they got the free throw in. And they get the ball back here. So that's the rule here in the NBA Summer League. Interesting. Because they don't play by that by the actual NBA. Just the Summer League, they're experimenting with that. That's really interesting, but the Grizzlies will get the ball back here off that foul. Oh my goodness, alley-oop jam. Right there off the pass, over the top, and the guy who just got the slam dunk a couple minutes ago slams it down off the alley-oop right there. That was a big-time two-handed jam by Darrell Moore of the Grizzlies, making this a 16-point lead. Largest lead of the game right now for Memphis. Cavaliers with the ball as they have it at the free throw circle. They pass that one over towards the left baseline. Underneath the basket here for Cleveland. They finish to the hole right there. They bank it home off the backboard. And they'll go to the line for the and one. So quite the game going on in this one. But Memphis has pulled away as of late in this game. Of course, both of these teams just playing for roster spots with these players to get on the roster and hopefully not be cut. That's what they're wishing for their dreams to continue in the NBA, as we have 7:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Basically the equivalent of the NFL preseason, as you start off with around like 90 or so players and you have to play for the 53-man roster. And then you got 10 players on the practice squad. As that shot goes down at the free throw line right there, it's a 13-point game. Hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe as well, as the Grizzlies have the ball here at the right elbow. Ivan Rabb passes that one over top of the key three, taken from the outside, and Paris Lee drains it down. Paris Lee has had a stellar game as well in this one, 69-53, 6:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the ball as they are down here by 16. They make a move inside. They take the right elbow J. They connect right there with two by the Cleveland Cavaliers, putting this one to a 14-point game. Grizzlies with the ball once again. 6.5 left to go in this one. They take it past the right side of the half-court logo. They pass it over towards the top of the key here into the hands of Shaq Buchanan. Buchanan passes it over towards the left wing. Making a move inside John Conchar. Passes it over to Buchanan. Buchanan now back to Lee. Lee, bounce pass. Oh, nice pass. Oh, try to go for the tomahawk jam over a defender right there by Shaq Buchanan, but they hit the top of the rim and rebounded by the Cavaliers, so couldn't finish right there to the rim, and Cleveland tried to take that one inside a low post into the lane, and they got fouled on the play right there. 69-55 is the score. Shaq Buchanan tried to go for the highlight reel right there for the Memphis Grizzlies. Former teammate, or actually still teammate of John Moran, as both of them played for Murray State together, and now they're playing for the Memphis Grizzlies together. So the Cavaliers got fouled on the last play, non-shooting foul, as they get the inbound right there. Lawrence tried to go inside. Anthony Lawrence II, as he got fouled on that last play. 69-55 is the score. So we have 6 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. 6:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. The score is Memphis 69, Cleveland 55, and 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by Anthony Lawrence for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He played last season for the University of Miami Hurricanes at the U, where he was a graduating senior, averaged 6.7 rebounds per game, 12.6 points per game. So both of those shots right there go down at the free throw line for Lawrence. And that's a 12-point game. Grizzlies now with the ball. They dribble towards the right wing perimeter. Pass it over to Conchar. John Conchar played for Purdue Fort Wayne last season. Mid-major school. As that was a bounce pass inside by Conchar to his teammate. As there was a whistle on the foul underneath the basket as well. So looking like we're heading to a commercial break right now. 5:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Memphis Grizzlies up by 12, 69-57, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button hit that subscribe button as well. And thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. Summer League game here, and I cannot believe that we're actually getting like a good amount of people here on the channel. This is awesome. Thanks so much for the support, guys. But right now, just going to update you guys for the leading scores throughout this one. Leading the way for the Cleveland Cavaliers, 12 points by Naz Mitrou-Long, who was the leading scorer in last night's game against the Utah Jazz, as Mitrou-Long finished with 17 points in Game 2 of the Summer League against the Jazz last night. On Monday night, Mitrou-Long had 16 points in Game 1 against San Antonio. Right now, leading the scoring with 12 points in this game. Of course, Naz Mitrou-Long for the Cavaliers. Played in the G League last season, averaged 18.7 points per game with the Utah Jazz's G League team, Salt Lake, that he played with. And then there's another double-digit score right now. That is Jalen Hudson from the University of Florida. He has 10 points so far in this game. As far as Memphis and their scoring, they have 3 players right now with double-digit points. Leading the way off the bench is this man for the Memphis Grizzlies right now, number 36, Keenan Evans, having one hell of a game for Memphis. 17 points in this one, 2 for 3 from the outside, 6 for 9 from the floor. As far as the other players in this one, Yuta Watanabe with 12 points right now for the Memphis Grizzlies, a G League player as well, and also Julian Washburn with 10 points, as those 3 players played in the G League this past season. So big game coming up on Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have that one for you guys. Zion Williamson taking on R.J. Barrett, his former teammate, Duke Blue Devil, as the New York Knicks take on the New Orleans Pelicans. I'll have that stream for you guys next. That'll be on Friday night. As we are back to action here, pass inside, and the layup goes down underneath the basket by the Grizzlies, and it's 71-57. 5:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They're going to pass it over towards the left wing, dribbling towards their right now, towards the top of the key once again. As they make a move inside, they pass it over towards the right corner, driving right baseline, bounce pass underneath the basket. Bodies collide, stolen away right there by the Grizzlies, as that ball is tipped in the key. Memphis has it. They pass it over left wing, perimeter here with Paris Lee, and Lee puts that ball into the hands of Keenan Evans, who passes it to the wrong player, stolen away by Cleveland, and Cleveland lays it up and into the hole right there for 2. 71-59 is the score. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies will try this again. Evans passes over to his teammate Conchar. Conchar, top of the key, gets tied up with right there, but gets the ball out of those hands, 2-on-1. Oh, lob pass over the top, and they do. They get the alley-oop right there to Shaq Buchanan for 2. So the Grizzlies put up 2 right there, as they had a 2-on-1 advantage right there down low, as the Cavaliers couldn't drop back their defenders, and the Grizzlies get awarded with the 2 points. Right corner 3 from the outside, no good by the Cavs. Rebounded by Memphis here with 4.5 left to go in the fourth. The Grizzlies have it. They take it inside. Another pass on the alley-oop. That one was a little bit too wide. And number 10 of Memphis, Avon Rab. And the ball did go out of bounds as the Cavaliers rebounded it, tried to pass it over to one of their teammates right there, and the ball went out of bounds. So 73-59 is the score. 4:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. As it looks like Naz Mitrou-Long will check out of the game here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, putting some of their players in as they are filling in right now. 4:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like there's a TV timeout here, so we're going to take a commercial break on the channel right now. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of college basketball games, March Madness streams, NBA playoff streams, and also NBA Finals games as well. So stay in the know throughout the entire basketball season with this channel right here, Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So yeah, Memphis has pulled away as of late, but early on this was a really good game. It was close at halftime. This game was a 4-point game at the half, but right now 73-59 as the advantage belongs to Memphis, as Memphis will improve. It seems like they're going to improve to 2-1 in Summer League play as Cleveland falls to 0-3. Of course, these records in Summer League don't really matter a bit because it's all about players' improvement, progression, how a player can fit on the roster, if they can make the roster or not, if they can even make the G team roster, or if they get cut in general. So these players are basically playing for spots on the roster here to play for the upcoming season once the season gets back in full swing in October. But yeah, as far as Memphis is going, they had a couple of players that really shined tonight in this game for the Grizzlies down the chart here. All three of them were G League players from this past season. The big one, though, had to be this guy in this game, Keenan Evans, who played in the G League this past season for the Philadelphia 76ers G League team, the Delaware Bluecoats on the Newark, Delaware, as Keenan Evans has really been a key piece tonight for the Memphis Grizzlies. He scored 17 points, leading the way in scoring tonight. 6 for 9 shooting from the floor, 2 for 3 from the outside with this one by Keenan Evans. 12 points chipping in by G League player for the Memphis Hustle that from last season. That is Yuta Watanabe, who has 12 points right now, and his teammate right behind them from the G League team, Julian Washburn. So we are back to action here for the final 4:20 of this game as the Memphis Grizzlies have the ball. They have it at the left elbow here. They pass that one back down on top, and they pass it over towards the right elbow here at the right wing of the perimeter. They have the ball. They take the right elbow J. No good right there by number 36, Keenan Evans, who already has 17 points in this game. Cavaliers with the ball. Bounce pass. Right wing three taken from the outside. No good. Hits the top of the iron. Offensive rebound, though, by the Cavaliers. They put that one back outside. Nice move. And, oh, they couldn't finish to the hole. You got stripped right there. You got to get back and play defense, though, if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the Grizzlies have one man not on them. Going to go and drive to the rim, and there you have it. Driving left side baseline with the assist right there underneath the basket to an open teammate all alone underneath, and they put it back home for 2 off the backboard. 3.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the ball at the top of the key with Dean Wade, former player for the Kansas State Wildcats from this past season, graduating seniors. That three-point shot goes down right there from 3 at the left wing by the Cavs, making this a 13-point game. 3:10 left to go in the fourth. Grizzlies with the ball. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of Ivan Rabb. Rabb hands that one off as they pass it back. Left corner three taken from the outside. Oh, nice three, and he's got 20 tonight. That being Keenan Evans lighting it up from the outside once again. 78-62, 2:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hit that like button, thumbs up if you guys haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. I call play-by-play of basketball action. Cavaliers with a three-point shot, no good from the outside, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Memphis with the ball, taking it into the lane right there, and Watanabe gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2 at the line as that was Yuta Watanabe. Got a little banged up on that play, trying to take it inside the lane right there as he got up as he was hopping around as he fell down to the ground right there. Looks like he might have got banged up on the knee on the last play, trying to work his way inside, trying to dribble into the lane, and he got fouled in the process. So 2 shots coming up by G League player for the Memphis Grizzlies, Yuta Watanabe. First shot no good, as Memphis is still up by a good amount of points here. 78-62, of course. The score of these games don't really matter. It's all about player progress and for spots to play on an NBA roster. Every kid's dream growing up, if they're big into basketball, is to someday play in the NBA. And these kids are getting it right now as we got a whistle on the foul on the last play here with 2:34 left to go in the fourth. Of course, there looks to be something wrong with Yuta Watanabe as he is limping right now as he checks out of the game as he'll take a seat on the bench. Hopefully he is okay. But Yuta Watanabe, the number 2 leading scorer, behind Keenan Evans in this game, and points scored in this one for the Grizzlies. So yeah, it looks like the athletic trainers are on the court checking out lower leg injury by Yuta Watanabe. Cavaliers with a shot taken at the left wing, no good, a rebounded by Memphis. Memphis with the ball, 2:15 left to go in this game as they pass it towards the right wing. And now towards the top of the key they have it. as that is Julian Washburn. Washburn dribbling from the top of the key, making his way inside the lane. No good. Missed a floater right there into the key. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball with 2 minutes even on the clock. They bounce pass it over towards the right wing perimeter. Almost stolen from behind by the Grizzlies, but the ball got tipped out of bounds in the process. Right here with 1:57 left to go. And let's see here. Memphis will get the ball back once we put the feed back to the game here. To focusing on the injury to Watanabe on the side of the court right now. There's something wrong with Watanabe right now, as he is getting helped out by a trainer here at the moment, Yuta Watanabe in Memphis. So yeah, turnover by Cleveland on the last play as the Grizzlies get it back. They have it at the top of the key. Dribbling out towards the edge of the logo and now dribbling towards the left. They pass it over towards the right wing of the perimeter. Into the hands of Shaq Buchanan. Teammates with John Morant at Murray State. The shot no good. It gets rebounded by the Cavs. And a steal. Very brief steal right there by the Grizzlies as they try to take it inside, and that ball was swatted and blocked by the Cavaliers. So Cleveland with the ball, 1:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. They pass it, right baseline, driving to the hole, and they bank it home off the backboard for 2. As Cleveland hits the shot home, they are down by 14 right now. They'll go to the line to shoot the and 1 at the free throw line. 1:19 left to go in this game as Phil Booth, senior from Villanova, as he graduated 2 months ago, will shoot the and 1 at the free throw line. He was the number 5 scorer in the Big East Conference from this past season. Played for the Villanova Wildcats. The and 1 at the line, it goes down for Phil Booth. It's a 13-point game, 78-65. 1:15 left to go in this fourth quarter before this game goes final. Grizzlies with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They hand that one off into the hands of Paris Lee. Flings that one over towards the left corner. Left corner 3 taken. And he connects with it. Peyton Elridge sinking down to 3, and they got 81 tonight. So 81 points for the Memphis Grizzlies tonight as a team compared to 65 by the Cavaliers. Under a minute left to play here as Cleveland has the ball. As they're going to take the right elbow. What a block. Shaq Buchanan coming in from the side and blocking that one away as Memphis will get the ball back. Paris Lee taking the move, taking the J at the free throw circle. No good. Tipping. No good either by the Grizzlies. Gets rebounded by the Cavs. Cleveland with the ball now. They pass it over towards the left corner. They take the left corner 3. They hit it. Big 3-point shot, but too little too late in this game anyway. But the games won't even count in the Summer League by any chance, because we just play basically for player progression here to see if they can make it on the rosters. 81-68, the final 20 seconds of this game. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 20 left in the game clock. As they put that one back outside, Buchanan takes a right wing 3, no good, and the Cavaliers get the ball. Cavs take it past the timeline, 10 seconds remaining. Cleveland passing it over, left wing 3 taken, no good, hits the rim short, rebounded by Memphis, and that is the ball game. Final score in this one, Memphis 81, Cleveland 68. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me here on the stream tonight. It's a pleasure to have all these new people here in the game tonight. You guys were absolutely awesome here on the channel. Thanks so much for being a part of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Before you go, make sure to hit that thumbs up, the like button down below. Also hit that subscribe button as well if you really enjoyed the stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. So make sure to hit that like, make sure to hit that subscribe, and I'll be back. Next game for you guys will be Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central. I'll have that game for you guys. That'll be my next game on Friday night. Zion taking on RJ, as the former Duke Blue Devils teammates clash and collide in the next game I'll have for you guys on the stream here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Should be a big one. Zion going up against RJ, Knicks, Pelicans. I'll have that one for you guys. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining me in here. As Noel Cabrera, thanks so much, man, for being a part of the channel here in the chat. As, yeah, Spurs Jazz, it looks like he'll be tuning in for that one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream Spurs Jazz later tonight because I am heading out for the 4th of July. We are going someplace for tomorrow. We're getting a head start, leaving tonight, and the place is like 3 hours away, 3 hours north of where I live. So that's where I'm going tonight. I'm basically leaving for a mini vacation like 10 minutes from now. But thanks everybody so much for watching this video. Before you go, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll be back with you guys when my next stream, Zion against RJ, Pelicans, Knicks, Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me here on the channel, and hopefully everybody will have a safe and happy 4th of July. Thanks so much for making this a successful stream, and you guys have been awesome throughout the channel, as this has been a presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. The Memphis Grizzlies winning this one against the Cleveland Cavaliers 81-68.